the channel. I'm Mr. Giggles, and this month it's Spooky Month. So sit back, relax, and get spooked.
Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts, and I watched Pumpkinhead Blood Feud with the tagline Vengeance will be his. I'm glad that we're done with the Pumpkinhead franchise. Well, I think yesterday the newest movie came out, Pumpkinhead, R.L. Stein's Pumpkinhead, something like that, you know. But we're gonna watch that in October next year. But yeah, I'm just so glad that we're done for now, because this franchise just didn't do it for me. The first movie starts off okay. Second movie bit better, but still okay. The third movie was a bit better again. It was alright, but this movie went down again and back to okay. It's just not my franchise. And there's also one thing about this whole franchise that I found so fucking stupid. The only way to defeat Pumpkinhead is if you kill the person that that called upon him. You know, that called him. If you kill him or her, or kill that person, then Pumpkinhead will disappear too. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Personally, I don't really care for it. So you know, I didn't like it. Well, that means that I did care for it. Well. Anyway, let's just start with this movie, shall we? We see the back of two dirt bikes riding through the forest, and we then get a front shot of the two bikers. One yells, "Hurry up!" and then we get a shot in red of them being followed. We see a house, and we see a house. We're in the or somewhere. I can't read that word that I've written down. Fucking handwriting. Oh, we're in a drawer. That's it. We're in the drawer, and a guy pulls it open, and we're looking up, from out the drawer. The camera's laying in the drawer, and we're looking up at him, and he picks up a book. We have now a different shot of that we're in front of the couch, and we're looking at him, and he's looking at the book with in one hand and closing the drawer with his other hand. He then walks towards the couch, opens the book, sits down, and we're gonna leave it at that, because if you want to know, subscribe next, watch the movie yourself. It was the W that I couldn't read. There was with those bikers, one of them hit a log that was laying on the ground, and it was not even a big thick log, that was just a thin one, but he still when the front wheel hit that log, he flew over his bike, and the bike fell over and ignited. Suddenly it caught fire. Right. Yeah, I don't know shit about bikes or cars, but that probably shouldn't have happened. Just from falling over or, you know, bumping into, a log and then the guy flies over and that bike falls over. I don't think a bike should catch fire. I think. Um, so that was kind of surprising. The blood feud between, from this movie was between two families who I've heard of through a Family Guy cutaway. The Hatfields and the McCoys. Yep, I've heard of those. Don't know what the feud is about, but well, I know what it is about in this movie, but I don't know what the actual feud is about, from the Hatfields and McCoys. So I don't know how accurate that is, but this one basically came down to a car. Oh, and the car hit some kid, and now the kid's legs didn't work, so they had to give the car, but they didn't give the car. That what was about the feud. They I don't know which one of the two families, they laid down bear traps. Well, one bear trap, and a bit later, one of that family stood in said bear trap. Yeah, obviously the clamps are close, and yep, now you're stuck. They couldn't get it back open, so what was the best option? Let's cut off my leg. Right. So, well, one of the family members run back, and they got a knife and starts cutting in the leg. But halfway through, they heard Pumpkinhead, so they run away. And then the guy thought, oh no, I continue with my own leg. But there's one thing that I didn't believe, and that was that he cut through his bone. Come on, I don't believe that you can cut through a bone with that knife. It's maybe possible, but I don't think it's plausible. No, I don't believe it. But hey, I don't know nothing about knives or guns or shit about, or hunting. So maybe it's possible, but I don't know. In the last, well, not in the last movie, but before this franchise, we obviously, if you have, I've seen my movies, you've seen that I've did Splinter, and they had to cut through an arm with a box cutter, and they couldn't cut through the bone, so they had to, smash it with a half of a cinder block. But that was an arm, and this is, a leg. I know there's different bones, but come on, I don't think you can cut through a bone with that knife that they had. Like I said, it's maybe possible, but I don't know. Yeah, that's basically it. This movie was okay, so I give it a 3 out of 5. Like I said, also I'm glad that we're done with this franchise, because it was not really for me. It was kind of nice to see Pumpkinhead, to see another monster franchise, but it was just not my kind of franchise. Yeah, and why is he actually called Pumpkinhead? Is it because he lives or comes from a pumpkin field? that's it, because his head doesn't really look like a pumpkin or anything like that, so. But this movie 3 out of 5. Watch the movie yourself. Watch the whole franchise yourself. Go watch the new movie also yourself. I haven't seen it yet. It will come next year. Leave likes. Recommend a good monster movie down below in the comment section, or creature movie. Monster, creature, basically, potato. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my second channel, Underdog Eats, where I do food, drinks every week. Also from time to time hot sauce and alcohol. On my third channel, Underdog Reacts, where I do primarily music. But yesterday I dropped a new video with some Dutch content. So if you want to see that video, check it out. Link down below in the description. And if you like it, just subscribe. It doesn't cost you any money, and you have some nice music and some other videos that you can enjoy. But that's it. I'm gonna leave that and see you guys next time. Bye.